Hello there and welcome back to Friendonkey Wrestling Season 2. Last time out, we had two stellar breakout performances from LA Knight and Fallon Henley. Could argue we also had a breakout performance from Kairi Sane. But shenanigans aside, the landscape of FDW is starting to fall into place a little bit again. But there is still a lot to be figured out at the top. As in your main event this evening, staring into your soul, is Big Bronson Reed, making his return in a big way. He will be in the main event this evening alongside some other familiar faces. But before we get there, we've got a great match, or great show ahead, as Dragon Lee will be going one-on-one with Ilya Dragunov. Dragunov being on a bit of a run of form of late, with the ever-watchful eye of William Regal in his corner. Has well and truly aligned himself with Imperium, it would seem, to grow that stable even further. So Dragon Lee's got his work cut out here this evening. As again, the Cruiserweight division going from strength to strength. We saw the champion last time out, overcoming, well, in quite a straightforward affair, overcoming the offense of Cedric Alexander. This time, Dragon Lee in singles action against former Cruiserweight champ Ilya Dragunov. As both men standing with the Imperium salute. It is Dragunov's evening here this evening, as he merely follows the guide and instructions of the Master William Regal, standing tall side by side.
Accompanied by William Regal, representing Imperium from Moscow, Russia.
FDW is starting to become the playground for Imperium a little bit, so Lord knows what it's going to take to knock them down a peg or two. Speaking of Imperium, we'll be seeing the tag champions in action once again this evening after seeing them last time out. Dragunov coming out the gate strong against, Dragon Lee coming out the gate strong against Dragunov. This is going to get confusing very quickly. There's a lot of dragons. Battle of the Dragons. But that lucha style against that hard-hitting European style of Ilya, will it be enough to put him down? As Dragon Lee with a reverse powerbomb. Regal just watching on intently at ringside. And that could be the difference maker in a match with Ilya Dragunov. As he hits a modified Spanish fly onto Dragunov. Dragon Lee in control, hitting the FDW special standing shooting star press there. As I alluded to, still to come this evening, we have the tag champions in action. Speaking of tag matches, we have a tornado tag match in the main event featuring Bronson Reed, with the team of Bronson Reed and Drew McIntyre, taking on the team of Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns, which is sure to be a very interesting affair. We also have women's action, where Fallon Henley will be going one-on-one with Kairi Sane. Fallon Henley, if I could get my words out, crowned the #1 contender last time out. I think the Dragunov takes control of Dragon Lee, dragging him across the top rope. Henley will be challenging Bianca Belair for the FDW Women's Championship at some point. Dragunov with a big DDT there onto Dragon Lee as he takes control of the matchup once again with a big drop kick, proving that he can go with that Cruiserweight Lucha Libre style. just as much as he can with Dragon Lee. Ring awareness there from the Tsar of the ring. But a big uppercut could be enough to bring Dragon Lee down, and it is. It wasn't pretty, but it sure as well was effective. As Dragunov picks up yet another win. This will surely set tongues wagging. Most of all within the Cruiserweight division. As alluded, tag team action as the champions going 2-on-2 with the New Day. And what is a huge matchup here for FDW. Many a tag team stepping up to prove that they can hang with Imperium. As once again there they stand tall, proudly sporting those FDW Tag Team Championships. Two very differing styles of tag teams here. The no-nonsense, get business done approach of Imperium versus the happy-go-lucky stylings of the New Day, throwing cereal and pancakes around. What's not to like? Could New Day be the kryptonite to Imperium? We shall find out, as it appears that Imperium are more than happy this season to take a count-out victory. You know, wins is wins in their book. But Cody having absolutely none of it, just immediately isolating Giovanni Vinci in the corner. Almost a Bronco beatdown over the top rope. And over the top we go, dropping a leg to the side of the head of Giovanni Vinci. A more traditional tag team styling, the New Day, with Kofi the high-flying acrobat of the group versus the absolute powerhouse that is Big E. Some might say that Giovanni Vinci is the perfect hybrid combination of the two, as he proves that with a huge scoop slam onto Kingston. Kingston off the second rope, into the crossbody, and hooks the leg. 2 count already there, and is fatigue starting to set in for Imperium, having been in action so often. Vinci sees it coming and reverses. Remains in control of the matchup, as Kofi wisely finds himself a bit of room before coming back between the ropes. Vinci with a fireman's carry now. Dumping Kofi Kingston off the top turnbuckle. Vinci with that little dance off the second rope we saw him do last time out. Throws his opponents off guard, and a quick scoop slam to boot around the waist. And Vinci very much proving the foil of so many a superstar. Kaiser just watching on, yet to have a tag in this match. Again, a big scoop slam, almost delayed there. As Vinci hooks the leg, Big E trusts that Kofi Kingston could kick out, but no, thinks about coming in. As he locks up with Vinci, Vinci sees it coming and drops a power bomb to Big E just to get him out of harm's way. Kofi Kingston looks to capitalise with a drop kick off the second rope. Could this be 3? It will be a huge upset. Neither man yet to make a tag, so they can get things done on their own just as much as with the tag partner, but as if on cue, Vinci makes the tag to Kaiser, who misses the chop block there on Kingston. And tiredness really is starting to set in, it would appear, for Imperium. Big suplex there from Kofi Kingston. Stomping at the back. And Kaiser now, with Kingston in the fireman's carry, just marching him over to his side of the ring and keeping him away from Big E. This seems to be the game plan of Imperium. Perhaps they feel like they can't match Big E. But Kofi Kingston, more than happy to take on Kaiser and Vinci single-handedly, it would appear. This is a tag match, ladies and gentlemen. It is not a 2-on-1 handicap match, but Kofi Kingston seems to be determined to make it so. Kofi with a bit of a point to prove after his balls up, which very well may have been my balls up, becoming the #1 contender to the Cruiserweight Championship, but then becoming too heavy. So perhaps still with his eyes set on gold, going after the tag champions with his partner Big E, who was tagged in momentarily there, but swiftly tagged out into Kingston again, who drops a running shin into the side of Ludwig Kaiser. If Kofi manages to pick up a win here, it would be huge for his morale, for the morale of the New Day, and the morale of the crowd. Big stomp there to the chest of Giovanni Vinci. Kingston whips Vinci into the corner of the New Day. He seems more set on dropping a boom drop onto Ludwig Kaiser, though, when it should be focused on Giovanni Vinci, who's the legal man. Vinci with his sights set on Big E, though, looking to prove he has the power just as much as the big man. Things have broken down here. Vinci back between the ropes, suplexing Kingston. We find some breathing room once again. It really is on death's door. Vinci, the man who is the difference maker for Imperium at the moment. Vinci with a quick kick to the gut into that huge release power bomb. Hooks the leg, could it be 3? Big E sees it coming and, like a majestic leaping salmon, flies across and saves the matchup. Kingston once again isolated, and talk about fatigue setting in. He must be the one who's feeling it with a big spinning power slam. Sprawled out on his back, and there's the 3 count from Imperium. Dominant display. But what's this? That's Tyler Breeze and LA Knight. Clearly not happy after last week. We felt like they had the measure of Imperium, particularly LA Knight, who had his breakout performance of the season, with a bit of a beatdown on the tag champions. It seems we're not done with it by a long shot. Switching gears to the women's division, Henley versus Kairi Sane. Henley holding a little bit of a grudge against Kairi Sane, feeling her moment in the spotlight was upstaged a little bit, with Kairi Sane going for the world record attempt at being a human statue. I am just receiving word as well that this singles action has an added wrinkle. If Kairi Sane wins this match, she will be added to the championship match against Bianca Belair, making it a triple threat. I'm also receiving word that that title match will be taking place at the Royal Rumble. So in addition to the men's Rumble, the women's Rumble, we now have confirmed Bianca Belair will be defending her championship at the pay-per-view. Certainly against Fallon Henley. But could it also be a triple threat match involving Kairi Sane? That will be an interesting match, as we have not seen Bianca Belair in that situation, really, when it comes to defending her championship. Don't know whether those odds help her. Well, they certainly hinder Bianca Belair. But this is interesting for Fallon Henley. Does she thwart Kairi Sane here? Does having Kairi Sane in the match grant Fallon Henley more of an opportunity of becoming champion? And what does it mean for Kairi Sane, who's looking for her own breakout performance? Swinging neckbreaker there to Fallon Henley. And it seems Henley found her niche in Battle Royale type scenarios. With her original performance in Season 1 at the Royal Rumble, winning a Battle Royale last time out, she's yet to have the same sort of success in a quote-unquote traditional matchup. But a win over Kairi Sane here would certainly help quash those rumours that she's a one-trick pony. Saddle up, saddle up. Big suplex there onto Kairi Sane, and coming off the second rope with a dropkick that almost defied physics there. Henley with the bit between her teeth with that frustration on Kairi Sane, not wanting to be upstaged at all. Russian leg sweep, rolling through into a beatdown. Has Kairi Sane bitten off more than she can chew? As Henley hits the hoedown taunt, goes to the top rope. Huge splash there from the number one contender. But could there be number one contenders at the end of this match? Sane sees the big boot coming from Henley, follows it up with a chop as both women look to tee off on each other. Henley determined to prove that she can go the Japanese strong style just as hard as Kairi Sane can. She's going to need to hit hard and use that power that she has. Clubbing blows onto Kairi Sane. Sane, although small, hits extremely hard, but came up short on this occasion. And I'm not just saying that because she's small. Henley now looking to stomp a bit of a mud hole into Kairi Sane. Doug the ref watching on intently as Fallon Henley hits a modified running bulldog into her knee, and this could be all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. If she hooks the leg, could it be only a 2 count on Kairi Sane on this occasion? Henley's going to need a little bit more to put away the Pirate Princess. Kick to the gut. Almost a modified Shining Wizard there. I'm sure that's got a name, and I really should start doing my research more, but Fallon Henley quashes the rumours, defeating Kairi Sane, and ensures that she will be going one-on-one with the woman who has just turned up on the ramp, the FDW Women's Champion, Bianca Belair. Henley, Belair at the Rumble, sure to be a great match. And on to your main event this evening. Tornado Tag Team action. We've already seen a traditional tag match here this evening. The Tornado, every man is legal. As Drew McIntyre and Bronson Reed seem to have formed a little bit of an unholy union.
The following contest is a Tornado Tag Team match. Introducing first from
I mean, I've been left speechless just the fact that Bronson Reed is back.
330 pounds, Bronson.
But the landscape has certainly changed in the few months he's been away, as he now finds a very, very dominant looking Drew McIntyre holding on to the belt that he held on for so long in Season 1. He finds himself in the ring with the even more dominant TV champion Seth Rollins, the man who dethroned him at WrestleMania. And even more concerning is the recent arrival of Roman Reigns to FDW, who defeated Bronson Reed last time out, so a lot of dominance in the ring. could argue the man looking to make a name for himself most here on FDW is Roman Reigns. What better way of doing so than getting between the ropes with perhaps the three most dominant men we've ever seen in the company. FDW champion in action here this evening. Drew must be cautious in this match. He'll be very aware that the man that he's tagging with is not known for taking prisoners. He'll be very aware of the man he's standing across from will be taking on, or he will be taking on for the World Championship. And then there's also this man as well, Roman Reigns, changing the landscape of Friendonkey Wrestling. But both Drew and Bronson will be aware of the fact that the two men tagging have a history of their own, going back nearly a decade now. Well, more than a decade. Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins. Does anything more need to be said than that? And perhaps the biggest betrayal in WWE history. Have they put that history aside for one night only? Will this be an almost reunion? Who knows? But one thing's for sure. If Tegan Knox is the founding mother of FDW, this man is the founding father. Seth Rollins, TV champion for over a year now. Looking to reclaim the FDW World Championship as well. And again, another announcement here. I'm just receiving word. The World Championship match will be taking place on the Go Home show of FDW before the Royal Rumble. So Drew McIntyre will be putting his title on the line in 2 episodes' time against that man, Seth Rollins. TV Championship will not be on the line on that occasion, but Seth Rollins has his own duties to attend to as TV Champion, as he must be constantly looking over his shoulder, with Gunter eyes set firmly on the prize. Tornado tag action. The entire main event scene of FDW is in the ring. We're off to the races. Roman going after Drew McIntyre, but Drew having none of it, and in a throwback to their WrestleMania match, Bronson Reed looking for a modicum of revenge on Seth Rollins. Drew looking to get things done early. Bronson Reed surely has not forgotten what happened at WrestleMania last season. And with the bit between his teeth, he has picked his victim and is going after Rollins. And was this the game plan of Drew and Bronson Reed? As they now both take on Seth Rollins. Both men with a history with Seth Rollins. Drew with a history yet to come. In fact, tell a lie, Drew was the man to dethrone Rollins. As Roman finds himself on his own between, I say, a rock and a hard place, but it's more like just 2 hard places, as Seth Rollins now looks to take advantage of Drew McIntyre. Bronson Reed looking for a modicum of revenge on Roman Reigns, who powers out. Rollins giving us a little bit of a preview, finally carries Drew McIntyre over to the top turnbuckle and dumps him off it. Reigns strike to the head on Bronson Reed. It is one fall to a finish. Tornado tag action, there are no countouts. I do believe there are disqualifications though, as it's Seth and Drew in the ring, as Roman and Bronson square off on the outside. Rollins reverses Drew McIntyre into the spinning schoolboy kick. Seth Rollins looks to pin Bronson Reed. Bronson gets flashbacks to WrestleMania. Roman off the top rope takes down Jimmy. What was that? Rollins hits the DDT onto Bronson Reed. Don't know what Jimmy did to deserve that, as Roman hits the Superman punch onto Drew McIntyre. Will Jimmy take the count here? Standing shooting star press from Rollins to Bronson Reed. Jimmy very aware of Roman Reigns now all of a sudden. Bronson Reed thrown to the outside as Roman hits a huge suplex on the FDW champion, just teeing him up for Seth Rollins. Keeping him fresh, Roman running to the corner, but Seth looking to have his moment, not letting Roman take the limelight. And Seth finds himself in the clutches of the ever-dominant Bronson Reed. Kick to the gut from Rollins as he hooks the arms and hits a pedigree onto Bronson Reed in the middle of the ring. Drew targets Seth Rollins now. Roman on the outside and Seth not where he wants to be at all. Big boot there from Roman Reigns to Bronson Reed. Rollins down, Bronson down. Roman with a huge spear to Drew McIntyre. Could this be three? Rollins rolls out the ring and almost lets it happen. Bronson Reed not quite able to break up the pinfall on this account.
Here are your winners, the team of Roman Reigns.
But it seems that Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns, at least for now, have let bygones be bygones. And if Seth ever needed himself some backup, he certainly has it in Roman Reigns. Well, interesting main event scene. Some huge developments from this episode. A reminder that at the Royal Rumble it will be Fallon Henley versus Bianca Belair for the FDW Women's Championship. In the go-home show, Seth Rollins will be taking on Drew McIntyre for the World, or the Men's World Championship. And I wonder what LA Knight and Tyler Breeze's beatdown means for the Tag Championship. Stay tuned to find out. I'm very much looking forward to it, and I hope you are too. Catch you soon.